Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaha Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavari Paschatari Satarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare 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 Avakara Kamala Vare Raka Adhuta Shinga Lalita Hiranyakashipu Kalu Bhenga Ekavadita Nara Hari Rupa Jai Jagadishwa Hare Jaya Jagadishwa Hare Jaya Jagadishwa Hare Avatara Kamala Vare Adhuta Shinga Lalita Hiranyakashipu Kalu Bhenga Ekavadita Nara Hari Rupa Jai Jagadishwa Hare Jaya Jagadishwa Hare Jaya Jagadishwa Hare Jaya Narasimha
Maharaj'S, Maharaj'S.
Jai Jagannath! Hare Krishna everyone. So, as you see that today, now we are coming almost the end of our festival 2026, and I hope everyone enjoyed today. Did you enjoy? Yes. Are we in blissful mood today? Yes. Jai Hari Bol! So, before giving the mic to our dear President Bhakti Prabhu, so as you all know that to prepare this event, this festival, it has been almost for 6 months, since January. Maybe, like we said, behind the scene we do a lot of things. So yes, we have devotees who have been doing things since January, because just to get this site, this Milton Park site, we have to book early January, otherwise we don't get it. So it means since like 6 months we are working on that, and there are many devotees that have been working for so many things. So I'm just going to give the mic to our dear President so he can conclude our program today.
So before our announcement, we'll do the Prema Davini. Jaya Nityalila Pravishto Vishnupar Paramhamsa Parigrajacharya Asto Tarasat Shishimad is divine race. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jaya. Jaya Nityalila Pravishto Vishnupar Paramhamsa Parigrajacharya Asto Tarasat Shishimad is divine race. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anant Goti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Gangamai Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Shri Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Iskcon Milton Yatra Ki Jai. Litai Gaura Premanandi. Shishi Gornitai Ki Jai. Shishi Radha Damodar Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Shri Baladev Shrimati Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai. Iskcon Milton Rath Yatra 2026 Ki Jai. Iskcon Milton Rath Yatra 2026 Ki Jai. Iskcon Milton Rath Yatra 2026 Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Jai Nityali Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhaskacchari Shatarini. Hare Krishna. So once again, we'd like to thank all of you for coming today. We had such a wonderful day, such wonderful weather. Lord Indra was very pleased today that he decided to take away all the clouds. So for those who attended our festival last year, there were many lingering clouds. There was this wind that came off this empty area over there, and it was just blowing, and all the sides of the tents were fluttering in the wind. So today we had such a wonderful weather. The year before, this area here was very swampy and very soppy. So this year it's nice and dry and green and luscious. So thanks to Lord Indra for cooperating today and giving us such nice weather. So we would like to thank all the devotees. We have a list here. So as Srinath Prabhu mentioned, our Rath Yatra planning starts in January. So city or the town of Milton is like any other city. They tell you on January 2nd, shh. They tell you on January 2nd, you should start calling in to book parks. It's first come, first serve. So I booked parks. I booked for Scarborough Rath Yatra, Toronto Rath Yatra many moons ago, back in the 80s. I would book for Toronto Rath Yatra with Toronto Police and having meetings with them. So I have a little bit of experience with this. So they want you to call on the 2nd of January to mark your spot. So our devotees, specifically Nadia Kumar Prabhu and Abhiram Nimai. Nadia Kumar Prabhu is, yes, give him a hand. So Nadia Kumar Prabhu is experienced. He headed up the Rath Yatra last year, and he's with us. He was serving all day as a pujari here. So thank you very much, Prabhu. So he was the interface with the town of Milton to get this park, and we were down to the wire on certain items, certain specific, like this year we had a prasadam booth for the first time, selling prasadam, not serving out free prasadam. And that one it's called transient vendor, transient license or whatever. We were down to like the very last moments with getting permits. They were supposed to come, I don't know, your crest might be fallen if I tell you this, but we were expecting an ice cream truck this year to give away free ice cream to everyone. But we waited on the city until the last possible moment. We were sending emails and calling in because they don't want vehicles in the park after a certain time. And the truck would have to come in here around 3-ish and park on the thing there to give away free ice cream to everyone. But unfortunately, didn't happen. But there's always next year. But this year, we had the devotees in the... So we had Nilachal Prabhu and his family. They came, Haribol! They came, they served lassi, sweet and salty lassi. They served the milk, the rose milk. And rose milk. So that's a new addition this year. And these devotees did this on their own, like out of the kindness of their heart. So we want to thank them and give a shout out to them for coming. This festival would not have been as successful as it is if we didn't have sponsors. So a round of applause for the sponsors. We have many sponsors who sponsor many aspects of the festival. So we'd like to recognize them and thank them for coming forward and giving donations. We would like to thank the cooks. Did everyone enjoy the feast? Haribo? Yeah? You sound very quiet. Maybe you're hungry. There might still be some there.
No, we have a lot.
So we'd like to thank the cooks. They started from about 4 a.m. this morning. Got up. Yes. They got up when we were all still snoozing probably, and made their way to the cooking venue. Yeah. So the devotees who were cooking, they were putting together lists of ingredients that's required, and sacrificed their time during the week, running from shop to shop, buying all the boga that's required, even as late as yesterday, getting the more perishable items. So we'd like to thank all of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If it wasn't for you, we would all be hungry right now. So thank you. We'd like to thank the chefs. So we were able to, as you all know, we don't have a kitchen at Iskcon Milton. And probably until we actually move out of there, get a nice piece of land with a building on it, and we can have a kitchen, and we can do so many things. So till then, we have to depend on others. So we were able to secure the kitchen at Triveni Mandir in Brampton. So we want to thank them. They have a big, brand new, beautiful kitchen. So we want to thank them for allowing us to cook there. And specifically, the cook, Amit Prabhu, the chef there. So he was instrumental in helping us to get that space, and also to help us through this whole process of cooking. I mentioned Nadia Kumar Prabhu earlier, but also Brinda Mataji, Shalagram Sheila Mataji, Vidyani Prabhu, all the devotees who did Pujari service today. If I didn't mention your name, we haven't forgotten you. And I was thinking I'm not going to mention names because I might forget somebody. So please forgive me if I didn't mention your name. But all the devotees who did Pujari service today, thank you very much. The performers, we had a whole bunch of young girls who did some dancing in that tent over there. We want to thank them for coming out and dancing their little hearts out. We want to thank all the vendors who came this year. So again, this year, it was the first time we had, first time in years actually, when we did our first Rath Yatra at Grace Anglican Church, we did it in their parking lot. We had a few vendors that year, and then we didn't have vendors again. So this year, we had a few vendors came out. So we'd like to thank all of you for coming and hope you're coming in next year. We want to thank all of our devotees. So each and every single one of you, we want to thank you. Big clap, big round of applause. We want to thank you. Like we mentioned, this planning started in January. And I think it was starting in April. Prabhu? Was it April or March? We started having like a weekly meeting. So we have a weekly meeting every Friday evening. And we would go through every little aspect of the planning for this festival. If we didn't do that, it wouldn't have been as successful as it is. So we want to thank all the devotees that participated, both vocally on the meetings and then silently in the background. There were many silent devotees in the background who were supporting. We want to thank the Toronto Kirtan Mandali once again for coming out. Haribol! Big round of applause. They've been coming every year for the last several years. So we want to thank them once again for coming and entertaining us with their lively Kirtan. Thank you very much. We want to thank Sundar Chaitanya Maharaj. Huh? Oh, yeah, he's sitting over there.
He's waiting for the cake cutting.
Quietly and humbly waiting for a cake. And now he's yelling, come over and cut the cake. So we want to thank Maharaj. This is, I think, the third year Maharaj has been with us, number 3. Yeah, auspicious number 3. So Maharaj has been coming every year and gracing us with his presence and his association and his knowledge and his wisdom and his kirtan. So thank you, Maharaj. Thank you for coming. Please come again. We want to thank all the volunteers who came by and volunteered. Those who came today and before. Devotees were at the temple last night, actually last Sunday. They were pulling out all the stuff from the storage room, identifying what needs to go where, putting them in little piles, figuring out if we need to add more to that pile by buying or whatever things that we needed to rent. Devotees like Jagannath was busting his brain trying to figure out what equipment we need to rent so that you can hear us. The sound equipment. We want to thank Abhiram Nimai Prabhu. Haribol! Nimai Prabhu was the president of this program. Haribol. He agreed to take up this program and see it through from beginning to end. So thank you. Don't try to be shy and hide in the back. We can see you. So thank you very much. And we will tap you again. So don't go too far. Him and Nadia Kumar Prabhu. Because Nadia Kumar Prabhu, like I said, there's a continuity from one year to another. And we like to try to give different devotees an opportunity to take up a big service like this and do it from beginning to end. Of course, those who are experienced from previous times and years, they're there in the background to support and make sure that things get done. So thank you, Prabhus. We want to thank Ramakant Prabhu. So Ramakant Prabhu is over there in that pinkish shirt, kurta. He is the one that actually put the raft together. And every year, throughout the year, he's calling me and talking to me. He said, "Oh Prabhu, I'm thinking of doing this year." He wants to tweak little things on the raft. And I want to do something different, and I want to change this and change that. So all glories to him. Thank you, Prabhu. He took on this service on like no one asked him. He volunteered, and he built the raft from ground up, and stores it throughout the year in his on his premises. I don't know where he puts it, but he puts it somewhere, and every year it magically appears here at 7 a.m. on Rath Yatra morning. So thank you, Prabhu. We want to thank Vishnu Murthy Prabhu. So every year we rent a U-Haul truck. It's sitting over there as evidence. That truck is used to transport everything here, and he is the main driver. Yeah, that thing there is called a truck. Yeah, over there. So he's been driving this truck around since yesterday, collecting stuff from everywhere. We also want to thank Tamal Kartik Prabhu. Speaking of trucks, so Tamal Kartik Prabhu, where he works for a trucking company and have hundreds of trucks. And so every year he's been getting a free rental truck for us that have a little hoist on the back, so you can put those giant pots of prasadam on it, and it slowly rises to the surface and then inside, and then have it delivered here. So thank you Prabhu for continuing to assist us by getting the trucks. We want to thank our very dear Srinath Prabhu, who lives here in Milton and who is always available. They claim that I'm the president, but I don't even have a key for the temple. So I'm the president, I should have a key. I don't have a key. So whenever I want to go in, I would call him and I say, "Prabhu, I'm on my way. I'm 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away. Please let me in."
So when I say no, then he said no.
So when he says no, I have to go to his house. And I'm forced to sit there and have prasadam. And Mataji is forced to cook and give and serve me. So thank you very much, Prabhu and Mataji and Vrinda and Jagannath. They're always here. Even Ramakant Prabhu, sometimes he has to take time off work to come when the sprinkler people come to check the sprinkler system in the temple, or the fire alarm system, or plates has to be delivered for everyone to eat off of. It gets delivered to his house. So he's always making himself, these devotees that live in Milton, they make themselves available. Actually, Nadia Kumar used to live in Milton, but he ran away, but he still comes. We used to also lean on him for going and getting permits and so on from the city. So we want to thank all these devotees who, I haven't mentioned all the names, but I mentioned few names. But just consider that by hearing those names, you've also heard your name. So thank you very much for coming and helping. We see every one of you. We value all of your wonderful seva. And most importantly, Jagannath sees you all. You see those two big eyes? He's looking and he sees everything and everyone. And he sees all of the services that you do. So thank you very much. And not only is he looking with those two big beautiful eyes, he's smiling with that big beautiful mouth. Look at that big beautiful smile. So he sees, he knows, and he takes notes. So thank you all very much for coming out and helping to make this Iskcon Milton 2026 Rath Yatra a smashing success. Thank you. Haribol!
So without forgetting our dear Bhakti Yoga Prabhu, who is under his guidance, the Milton management team has been performing all these festivals. So under his guidance and all our members, the council members like Shubhakshna Prabhu, we have Jamunar Prabhu, we have Nadya Kumar Prabhu, myself. So we have been in this temple management. So whatever we are doing is always under the guidance of our dear Bhakti Yoga Prabhu. So now without wasting any time, so now Maharaj is waiting for us. So we will go there. Everyone, please, let's go there in front of Jagannath. We are going to have the 2026 main cake cutting. So let's go over there, everyone, please, and let's encourage Maharaj. Haribol! Hare Krishna, everyone, please. We will take a picture, and also we have quite some prasad left. So please, everyone, while going home, you take 1 or 2 takeaways. Please, please, please. Otherwise, this prasad we are going to throw away. So please take, everyone, please take at least 2 takeaways with you. Thank you. Come on, come on.
I'm coming. Hey, cake cutting. Cake cutting. अरे चलिए इसमें कुछ cutting. अरे cake cutting का एक picture तो ले लो please. हो गया महाराज $50 एक घंटा. ऐसे नहीं जगन्नाथ प्रभु देंगे. Bro मैं तो यहाँ खुद सेवा में लगा. माइक इधर उधर.